right, look who's here. We got a special Wednesday edition of us coming here again. I couldn't do the show yesterday, had some work obligations, but guess what? We here. We came in, we had fun. Got to give a shout out to those sponsors who's rolling at the bottom of the screen: TU Productions, Team Conceited, Winds Electrical and Remodeling, and DNA Window Tinting, who's about to be on the move, I'd say. But before I start the show, I got to give a shout out to a couple people. Daryl, I want to give a shout out to him because I think he's still in the hospital. Big Cowboys fan said, give him a shout out. He sent me a little text when we lost, and I told him, I said, sir, you get better first before we start battling. And I also want to give a shout out to people that had a serious bad car crash in Baltimore City. They're two very good friends of mine, and I'm wishing them a speedy recovery. I just keep them in our prayers. Please keep them in prayer. They were both seriously injured, but definitely keep them in your prayers for that. But now let me bring TJ into the show because we are both here. We are here to talk about everything we didn't get to talk about yesterday. But guess what? Yep. We're here today. And before we came on the air, we was talking about two things, and I said, the biggest one was Deshaun Watson, and I made the statement of he just got a $230 million workers' comp claim. He's out for the season. So Tree, welcome. Yeah. I'm a ride right on past that one.
Yeah, the greatest one-liner I've ever heard. That was it just don't get any better than that.
I don't know which one's better, him or Fitzmagic, because Fitzmagic got a $10 million when he was with Washington and got hurt and didn't even play a snap in the regular season. I'm just saying. Workers' comp claim. They got the biggest workers' comp claim ever.
And
paid. And wait a minute, was fully guaranteed.
It was fully guaranteed, yeah.
Fully guaranteed, yeah.
90 million in 11 starts so far.
Yeah, I want to see
put
how
that in perspective.
Cleveland. I'm going to Cleveland. See how Cleveland is going to work that one out. But whatever, it is what it is.
Right.
David, welcome. Marvin, welcome. Everybody, that's right. Come on in. Like I said, I'm sorry that I wasn't here yesterday because of work obligations. David, that's right. Ravens, that's right. Even though we lost, and I'm gonna start off with the home team. I'm gonna start off with the home team.
Please do.
Yes, I'm gonna start off with the home team because of the simple fact that we had some double-digit leads. There's some addressing that we have to do of why we're losing these leads. Now, I've heard a lot of chatter out there why they think we lost this and that. And, defense just have to play it. Everybody's, Lamar. It's not Lamar's fault. I said the offense was doing their job. I said the defense has to hold up. But you got to stop calling all these zone plays. He was killing us. Okay, where was blitzes at if they had two people out that was on their offensive line? Blitz them people.
Yeah.
I didn't get the whole schemes. They didn't put enough pressure on Deshaun. And then when they did, he just got out of it and just ran away. So I was like, I'm not understanding what's going on. But hey, we're here though, but we're here to discuss it. Like I said, I enjoyed the game. Don't get me wrong. It's just Cleveland packed a little bit more punch than what we did. But the one I was really embarrassed about was the one where they were running the ball and Cleveland was pushing the pile on our defense. That was a little embarrassing for us because they pushed us back. And I don't like being pushed around. We're the bullies here, not them.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was watching that game and I fell asleep because I saw 17-3, I think it was. And I was like,
right.
Oh, okay. This is a blowout.
Game over.
All right. I'm just going to sleep on this one. This is a snooze fest. Right. And then I'm like, something's telling me to go back in the third quarter. Let's see what's going on. Next thing you know, I'm like, it's 9-17. I'm like, all right. Ravens got this. This is cool. And then I just watched Deshaun Watson just play out of his mind with apparently a bone dislocated from his shoulder and a high ankle sprain, going 14 for 14, and I believe it was 2 touchdowns. I was like, what in the world is going on? And then I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, there ain't no way Baltimore's gonna lose this game. It's just no way. And I literally just watched the Ravens do something that they've been doing to other teams for the past 3 weeks. And that's getting pushed around. Because there was a lot of plays where Deshaun Watson, in any other situation, would have been sacked or it would have been an interception. There were a lot of errant
Oh, yeah.
throws that he threw.
Just like
A
Marvin
lot.
just said, Deshaun worked us the way he worked Cleveland getting that contract.
Sure
He
did.
worked us.
Sure did.
And again, am I upset we lost? Yes, I'm upset that we lost.
Yes.
Am I upset that it was a close game? No, because I love
Oh,
close
no,
games.
no, no.
Both teams were battling. If it had been a blowout like what we saw in 2 of these other games around the league, I would have been upset. I definitely would have been upset.
Yeah.
So
That's fair. But
I
for y'all to get, that was the classic. You know what? This is something that we were talking about the Ravens from last year. How they would have these leads and they would just they wouldn't
blow them.
They just
We let them
like
come
keep
back.
your foot on the gas. Keep your
Yes,
foot on the gas.
absolutely. And that's what we have to do. We have to keep our foot on the gas. And I don't know why we're not keeping the foot off the gas. Okay, we blew out Detroit. We blew out Seattle. Do the same thing to everybody else.
Yeah, like what difference does it make? And especially you would have to do that in a divisional game. That's the one game out of the season that you don't want to take your foot off the gas at any point in time, because a lot of weird stuff happens in divisional games. The moment that you had that one turnover or that one mistake, that changed the entire game. It doesn't matter what score it is, unless it's a complete blowout. Like, it's the like, come on, Baltimore. We were having this conversation literally last year because they did it last year when they played Miami at the beginning of the year. They were up by like 4 touchdowns. And then Tua and the offense just sat up there and said, hey, we got enough time. We can beat them and beat them.
We can beat them and beat us. And beat us.
I'm like,
and a heartbreaker.
What is going on? You can't do that.
Drive of the game, Duvernay runs it back for a touchdown off a kickoff.
Yeah.
So momentum high, and we lost it.
I don't know. I don't know what that was about. And y'all got Cincinnati, who is let's just say not very too excited that the way things ended the way they did in Cincinnati on Sunday.
But haven't we been calling Houston the sleeper team? Haven't we been calling Houston the sleeper team?
Oh, absolutely.
And CJ Stroud didn't disappoint up there.
Nope.
Didn't at this point. We had a broken up quarterback beat us, but they had a rookie beat them. I'm just saying, Cincy fans. Yeah, I'm just saying. Cincy put up a fight now. To be fair, T. Higgins wasn't playing, and he's not going to play Thursday, right?
Nico Collins didn't play for Houston. I don't want to hear that.
Okay, I'm just saying, just to be fair.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Joe didn't have his primary weapons, but remember what the Chase said? I'm always open. I'm always open.
Yeah.
I'm always open. But their defense just made it happen. And I was like, I called an upset. I said, it's going to be an upset. I said, Houston's going to beat Cincinnati. Houston's going to beat Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And I met some people on the plane. They were going to that game. And I told them, I said, that's going to be an upset. They said, oh, you better bet it on us. It was so funny. I hope they're listening. I hope they're watching.
Yeah.
Because I told them I would give them a shout out if Houston won that game. But
yeah.
What more can we say about CJ Stroud? What more? Rookie of the year? I mean, he's making things happen. The boy's bad.
No,
the boy's bad.
Look, man.
I'm glad we got him out the way on the first game of the season.
Look, man.
Because the way they're playing is kind of scary.
It's
oh no, it's scary. It's kind of like Pittsburgh winning somehow.
Oh no. That's two different stratospheres, okay? We're not even gonna do that. We're not even gonna play these games right now. We're not gonna do that.
We're not.
Okay.
My Pittsburgh fans ain't here yet.
No, we're just not doing that. What Houston is doing right now, I think, not just CJ, but I think it's a testament to their entire team as a whole, what they have done this far this year. I mean, they're in the conversation for, if Jacksonville keeps doing what they're doing right now, Houston could win the AFC South. So I remember calling that CJ Stroud and Houston was going to be a sleeper team all year long. I remember saying that. But to go from a sleeper team to being in conversation for winning the division is insane. And that just goes to show you that not just CJ Stroud, he's balling. I know a lot of people want to put in an MVP conversation. I'm not going to knock it. It's just one of those.
At least rookie of the year. I give him that.
Rookie for the year.
I give him that.
It's over. It's over. There's a lot. There's nobody touching him. There's no one touching him. But MVP, like, I could tolerate the conversation. He's not going to win it. But then again, if let's say he goes on a run and they just don't lose, oh, sure, MVP, why not? But I think it's a testament, man, to DeMeco Ryans, the head coach, first-year head coach, with a rebuilding team. Houston was not supposed to do a single thing this year. Do we not forget that? We thought they were supposed to do absolutely nothing. Nothing.
They're proving everybody wrong.
I mean,
and they're going toe-to-toe with teams. This is reminding me of what Detroit is doing to everybody. This is what this is reminding me of. What Detroit's doing to everybody, that's what Houston is doing right now.
Oh, yeah.
So you got two sleeper teams in the NFL, Houston and Detroit.
Yep. And what amazes me about Houston is they're doing this with a rookie quarterback, a rookie head coach, and a rookie offensive coordinator. Everybody's new. And I don't know about you, but if I got 3 of new, I don't care what place of employment you're working in, I'm going to be scarred for my life every single day because this is not something they're accustomed to. This is all new to them. CJ Stroud, him being a starter, not him being a starter, but him being in control of an entire franchise, being the face of the franchise, that's new for him. DeMeco Ryans, he's never been a head coach before. He's been in charge of defense, but not the entire team. No. Offensive coordinator, like, everybody still don't know his name. I still don't know his name to this day, but he's showing up dialing one of the best plays, best offenses in the league right now. Like, you got to give credit to everybody. And CJ Stroud, don't get me wrong, plays a huge part in that. But the staff, the roster, the defense is playing out of their mind. What is going on? I mean, Cincinnati didn't show up until the third quarter. It was insane.
But when Cincinnati answered, what did Houston do? Answered right back.
Right back. Like it was nothing.
Right back.
Like it was nothing.
And went down. It was like, oh, okay. You answered, we going to answer too.
Yep.
And that's the first time I saw Joe really look confused, like, what is going on here? He didn't know what to do.
I'm trying to tell you, man, this, I know this is going to take some getting used to, but Houston's for real. And this is regardless of how their seasons ends. I want to make this, like, predominantly clear. Regardless of how the season ends, they've already, like, completed their benchmark.
Oh, yeah.
They're not supposed to be doing this right now. They're not. So, yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome what Houston's doing right now.
Here's Kelsey. Yeah, Houston's proving everybody wrong. Heck,
I said it.
I'm in Houston and I'm surprised.
I said it. I'm trying to tell you, man. And it's a lot of no names. That's all it is. It's a lot of no names. Outside of CJ Stroud, like
who else is there? Who else can you name on the team?
I mean, I know them because we're diehard football fans and we got fantasy football teams. Of course, we could figure them out. But the casual fan don't know anybody on that team. Don't know a single thing.
Not at all. And the two people I met that was in flight, and they say, "Oh, we from Houston." They was like, "Oh, you better not bet against us." I said, look, you come on my show, rep your team. That's it.
Yeah,
And
seriously.
they was like, oh, we definitely going to that game and we gonna win. And they were absolutely right. I said, yeah, y'all did win. I was watching. I said, ooh. I said, did Houston just beat Cincinnati? So my thing
Yeah.
was, okay, come on, Baltimore. We have to beat Cleveland. And we both lose. But yeah, we both lose. So, and because my whole thing was that game was very, very important to the Ravens because it's a simple fact that if we would have won, we'd have been in control of that number 1 seed.
Yeah.
And that's what I was chasing, the number 1 seed. But
Yep.
Kansas City is still holding on to that. So, and then, but they got a rough matchup coming up too, because they got you all. And what's that, Monday Night Football, I believe? That's Monday Night Football, right?
Yes, prime football that we all can enjoy. We've been
no,
through
I'm
enough.
not mad at all.
We've been through enough.
Mad. Yeah, I think that's Monday Night Football, and that's going to be a bomb burner. But y'all up in Arrowhead now. You know what happens when Taylor Swift shows up now.
Hey, I'm speaking for all football fans. We have finally made it. We've finally made it. We've gotten to this part of the year to where we can see primetime games that deserve to be standalone games. We finally have reached it. We've reached our peak. We got we got Thursday Night Football tomorrow with Baltimore and Cincinnati. Lamar Jackson versus Joe Burrow. Game. I'm so excited. And then you got Sunday night, which, by the way, at the beginning of the year, I thought for sure it was going to get flexed. But now it's really interesting with how Denver and Minnesota's playing. They're both playing Sunday night on Sunday night. And then just to cap off the weekend, what do we got on Monday Night Football? Just a casual rematch of last year's Super Bowl between, one may argue, one of the best teams in the NFL. And between Philly and Kansas City, we finally made it. No more of the Chargers and the Jets and the Raiders and the Jets. No more.
No more sorry games.
We made it.
Yes. So it's going to be, that's going to be a barn burner. That's going to be a barn burner.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm so
that's going to be a barn burner.
That's going to be so good.
I'm looking forward to that game. I'm looking forward to that. So we got a great Thursday night matchup. We got a great Monday night matchup. Sunday's debatable. We'll debate that. But if you said Denver's playing the Vikes, right?
It's good now. It's good now.
Yeah.
It's good now.
Hey, no more caffeine for you.
Oh, then you must you're gonna be in for a rude one because there is none. There is none. I just want you to know that.
This is all natural.
This is all natural, baby. This is all natural, baby. I'm so excited because I don't think people understand the mental toll it took to watch Daniel Jones one Sunday and Zach Wilson the next and Jimmy Garoppolo one Sunday. Like, I don't think y'all understand the drainage it was to not only be forced practically to watch these games so that way you can do shows like this, okay? And you have to watch bad quarterbacks play all 4 quarters. Oh, no. Oh, I'm going to rejoice. I'm going to rejoice when we see good football on Sunday night and Monday Night Football. I will rejoice because y'all don't understand. It was abysmal.
And
Bryce Young and Tyson Bagent, seriously?
And we are going to enjoy this because we kick it off tomorrow night. And I can't wait because since he's going home with that loss.
And Bryce Young, please. Anyways.
Because since he's going home with that loss, you heard it here first. And I'm even say that on the predictions. When I wrap up the show, I got to do the predictions and push that out. But again, since he's going home with that loss, I got a lot of Cincy fans that's going to debate me on that. You can debate me on it all you want. Ravens is mad at what happened Sunday. They're going to take that out Thursday because them boys are angry. And they're going to come in. And then we got the Chargers after that in 2 weeks. The Chargers. So trust me, I'm watching these games come down the port because we're all marching towards the 49ers on Christmas. We're marching towards 49ers. And I'm going to get to them in a minute because that wasn't too much of the game. But what I do want to talk about is I think they fired the wrong person in Buffalo.
I agree. 1,000%.
I'm just saying, I think they fired the wrong person in Buffalo.
Seriously.
Everybody should have been gone. Head coach. And now you see what Diggs say, I want out of here. Plain and simple. I want out of here.
Man,
Buffalo's season is over.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, it's over. Buffalo season is over. How you gonna throw that many picks? Put it this way. I cut the game off. I ain't even watching this no more.
Me too.
I said Buffalo's gonna lose this game. I cut the game off.
Me too. Yes.
I cut the game off. I said Buffalo's gonna lose this game. I said Denver's gonna beat them. And Denver went up there and beat them.
Sure enough. And it was one of those things where it's like, we talk about Ken Dorsey being fired, and I made a TikTok about this yesterday. I'm like, is he responsible for 4 turnovers on the field? Is he responsible for 12 men on the field on the field goal to win the game? He responsible for that? Is he responsible for Stephon Diggs only having 3 catches? Is he responsible for that? That's a reach. That's a yoga stretch, as one of legendary Kobe press conferences would go. That's a yoga stretch. Seriously, the wrong guy was let go. Because
absolutely.
If you look at the stats, I mean, you still got 18 first downs. That's able to win the game. Okay, you won the line of scrimmage. You won the time of possession. You won all those things. That's not his fault. He doesn't control Josh Allen throwing into double coverage with Gabe Davis around. That's not his fault. What are you supposed to do with that?
It's Josh Allen's fault.
That's Josh Allen. He's not responsible for James Cook not taking care of the football and fumbling it. That's not his fault. He can't control that. What are you supposed to do? It's just like, it's one of those things where it's like, man, it's gonna be a blessing in disguise, because whoever does get Dorsey, whether it's this year or next year, because I'm saying right now, somebody will get this man, and when they do, they'll see how good he actually is, and then they'll say, dang, Buffalo had him, but we had to use him as a scapegoat because he was the issue, even though he wasn't the issue. It's like, come on, the wrong coach was let go.
Oh yes, absolutely, the wrong coach was let go. And I don't know. I mean, can you start praising Denver a little bit after they feel as though, hey, they got shellacked by Miami? And I mean, that wasn't a shellack, and that was just a total beatdown from the main team to the practice squad. Yeah. Everybody just beat them down to now they're winning these games.
Yeah.
So Shannon Sharpe said it best. There's nothing new with Buffalo and Josh. As long as they were winning, these interceptions were acceptable. But when they lose the game, it becomes an issue. Yeah. That's always been the case. Always been the case with Buffalo.
Yeah.
And Buffalo's been skating by. And I've been saying this for a long time. Run the ball. Run the ball. Run the ball.
But that's not who they are.
That's not who Buffalo is.
They just won't do it.
Pass the ball. They just want to pass. Reminds me of New England. The old days of New England. What they do? Pass the ball.
Yep.
Pass the ball.
Yep.
Pass the ball. Mm-hmm. That old New England team. Tom Brady. Pass the ball. They never really ran the ball.
Right.
So that's what it reminds me of. Like I said, cut the game off, because I was like, oh yeah, Buffalo's going to lose this game. Going to lose.
Yeah.
Interception. I said, okay. Interception. I said, Third, okay. Click. That is it for me. I'm done. I don't want to watch no more of this, because by analytics, Buffalo should have blew them out the water. Plain and simple.
Absolutely.
Buffalo should have blew them out the water. And it shouldn't have been close. It shouldn't have been a contest. And they was up in Buffalo. I kept saying before I went to sleep, I said, there's going to be a ride in Buffalo. There's going to be a ride in Buffalo. There's going to be a ride in Buffalo. I saw a fan, when Josh threw that interception, and the fan head was like this.
Yeah.
Said, they saying it best. They're saying it. You were red hot, what, 2 seasons ago? Red hot and been
Mhm.
going downhill since.
Yeah.
Going downhill since. Like I
It's
said, Sean McDermott should have been the one that was
Thank
fired.
you. Thank you. That's point blank in the story. That
Yes,
come on.
Sean
Come on.
McDermott should have been fired. Like I said, I was like, nope. I said, let me cut this off. He said, I was rooting for him. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people were rooting for him. The whole entire city of Buffalo. Didn't happen.
Man.
Well, yeah,
It,
Bills Mafia, and no Bills Mafia out there. Nobody from the Bills want to come talk to me
no.
about this debacle. Yeah, because it's not going to change.
No.
It's more than the coach and Buffalo. Something up with the players in the locker room. I can agree with that. Because, like I said, if listen, Diggs went off. Because remember, when Diggs wasn't getting the ball a lot, him and Allen was on the sideline, and he was yelling at Allen, "Hey, man, why you not throwing me the ball?"
I
I
mean
can get with that.
I mean
Because remember, Jamar Chase, what he said when he went, I'm always open. What was Burrow doing? Launching them the ball.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so why you not using Diggs?
So the problem is when you're watching the games, guys, here's the issue. They have they have either a single high safety or they have a linebacker that's cutting off his intermediate routes. So what does that mean? That means either A, Josh Allen's immediate second read isn't there, because half the time that's the problem. Number one, Diggs is not his first read, and it should be. That's fair.
Yep.
But
Yep.
two, when he does make that read to Diggs, Diggs is pretty much double, triple covered. And you want to thread that needle? And then here's another issue that nobody wants to talk about. When Allen does throw Diggs the ball, you want to know what's crazy? Sometimes Diggs doesn't come down with the football all the time. But nobody wants to have that conversation because he's a top tier talent. I'm not taking that away. But if I'm Josh Allen and I'm like, okay, I'm giving you a chance. I know I trust you, and I know you know that you trust me, and I'm giving you this ball, and you drop it because you're afraid somebody gonna hit you. It's like, all right, I gotta look somewhere else. So you can't, like, it's kind of like this is not the same as Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams was legitimately frustrated because he was open and because he was in single coverage. It was Devontae Adams against whoever, and I don't care who you are. I'm gonna take Devontae Adams over a lot of corners in this league. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay, one of the best route runners there is. Stephon Diggs, if he gets in a double coverage, what is he? 5'11", 6 foot? You think he's gonna moss them guys 24/7? No, thank you. This ain't DK Metcalf, AJ Brown. It's not one of those scenarios. So it's one of those things where it's like, what do you want Allen to do? What do you want Allen to do?
Well, he's starting to get that syndrome like Daniel Jones. He's running for his life. But that's why I said run the ball. Everyone knows that when we play Buffalo, they're going to pass.
They're going to
pass.
Yeah.
They're going to pass. You have to switch those plays up. In Buffalo, run the ball. Keep it balanced.
It's not hard.
No, but they don't do it.
No.
They don't do it at all. And that's been their downfall. That's been their downfall.
Yep.
That has been their downfall. I saw my boy coming here. So let me jump on this and then see if he's still listening. I mean, it's not really much to talk about, but we can talk about this. The 49ers
oh my
beating the Brakes. The Brakes. And the only reason I'm talking about it because I saw him come in. The Brakes off of the Jags. But wait a minute. Didn't we discuss this thing about Chase Young? Didn't we discuss this? He was on the other side of who? Nick Bosa? And what happened? He goes out there and gets a what? A sack and a half? On the other side of Nick Bosa. 49ers said, okay, you want to load us up on defense? Then we're going to come back on offense. And what happened? the Jags never saw it coming. Never saw it coming. I mean, never, literally, because they got the brakes beat off of them. Not just deep brakes. Not just deep brakes. They got the whole car taken from them. It was a carjacking in Jacksonville. That's what it was. Oh, now let me change that. A football jacking. That's what it was. A football jacking. It was a football jacking down there. And wait, what'd you say before? That was the most Washington thing you could do?
Absolutely.
To send him to the 49ers?
Absolutely. You could have traded them
boys look like else. They got new life after that.
I mean, I just seriously, man. Seriously.
How many times did Herbert see the ground? Plenty. Plenty. Plenty.
Plenty.
Plenty. Plenty.
I think if we oh wait, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Trevor Lawrence just got sacked again. I don't know if y'all missed it. Like, come on, man. Like, the offensive line from Jacksonville was a complete shambles.
Train wreck.
Yes, seriously. And what really has me feeling the way that I feel about this game is the fact that both teams were off a bye. Oh my goodness.
Let me give a shout out here to Sweet J. She's a Denver fan, so her Denver Broncos have they're redeeming themselves because trust me, I tagged her in a post when Miami slacked them. So congratulations, we were here, and thank you. Yeah, we love this too. That's why we come over here and talk about
it. Just seriously, Jacksonville looks like a shell of themselves right now. And 49ers, I think we should just chuck it up to the fact that this is how they're supposed to play. This is what we know them to be. But it's just a walking snooze fest for the simple fact that Washington thought it was a good idea to trade Chase Young to arguably
the 49ers.
The 49ers. All teams.
Of all teams, the 49ers.
As if they need more help on the other side of Bosa. Come on. Seriously.
Wait a minute. I didn't put you on blast now. I didn't put you on blast. I definitely gave you some props. I gave you some props because your Denver Broncos doing good.
Yeah, it's a 3-game winning streak.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. They jet lag from all them overseas games.
I mean, but come on now. You had a bye week. That was to figure out the jet lag. Because I know there had to be some. I'm pretty sure. But you had the bye week. You didn't take advantage of it, clearly. No one showed up to play. No one.
Yeah, well, that almost sounds like they didn't show up to play, just like a couple other teams didn't show up to play.
Oh, well,
that we gonna get to. That we gonna get to. Because I'm gonna save the best for last. But again, 49ers, I was like, wow, okay. If they'd have did this 3 games ago and kept it going, they would be undefeated.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They would be undefeated. But
absolutely.
When they started losing some key players, and then next thing you know, now they back on fire. They didn't send Chase Young out there. So, now we got new life. We got some more on the defense. We about to wear y'all out.
Right.
And they did. And they did. Wore them out. But I said, okay. But is Tree still in here? Tree, you still in here? Because you know how Cowboys beat up on the Giants. I mean, beat the brakes. I wasn't expecting it to be much of a game anyway. But the thing I questioned more than anything was this. This is the thing I questioned more than anything. In the first quarter, I said, why haven't the Cowboys scored yet? Why haven't the Cowboys scored yet? That's your biggest
question mark?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm like, you're supposed to blow them out. Why haven't they scored yet? It was almost second quarter. Cowboys ain't scored a point. Then they finally got together and you saw the end result. So Cowboys, where you at, Cowboys fans? I know some Cowboy fans in here. Anyone, any Cowboys fan, anybody listening on YouTube that's a Cowboys fan, you comment. I'm giving y'all shine, y'all props. You know, I guess they hiding right now.
It's the most Cowboys thing to see that after they played the worst team in the NFL, for CeeDee Lamb to say that he's the best receiver in the game. That's the most Cowboys thing I've ever seen. Like, seriously. Like, what are we supposed to take away from this game? Seriously. There was nothing.
That you knew the Cowboys was going to win? That's what we taking away. That you knew the Cowboys were going to win?
Like, come on.
We knew that.
We knew that.
We knew that.
Dallas at home against a bad team. They're the greatest team of all time. Fantastic. That's how it's supposed to be. But really? I saw a post on Facebook about they trying to make a meme out of them beating on Tommy DeVito. I'm like, if y'all want to make memes about that is y'all. That's what y'all believe to be y'all Super Bowl? Then that's how y'all know y'all don't deserve to be anywhere deep in the playoffs. Because if y'all want to celebrate that's a celebration. I don't know what to tell you. That's insane.
Listen. The trash talk around this area, especially when either one of them lose, is just hilarious. Okay. So if the Cowboys win and the Commanders lose, the trash talk is all from the Cowboys fan. I don't see the Commanders fans. But if the Cowboys lose and the Commanders win, I see all that trash, but I don't see the Cowboys fan. I said, listen, when you a true fan, a true fan, diehard fan, whether your team win, lose, or draw, you rep your team. Yep. I don't hide in no way, shape, form, or fashion whether the Ravens win, or whether the Ravens lose, or if it's a draw. I come on here every week and I take my medicine and I take my licks. Just like my man Daryl hit me up. He said, hey, man, did the Ravens lose there? I said, we sure did. What am I going to say? I'm not going to make any excuses. I don't make any excuses for the Ravens losing. I don't. I come on here. I take my lumps. I take my medicine regardless. You got some people, like, they'll show up one week and then they won't show up the next week because their team lost. No, I show up every week.
Yeah,
whether we win, lose, or draw. We make the playoffs. We don't make the playoffs. I'm going to still be here all the way through the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Regardless, I'm going to be here. And I'm going to still wave that flag behind me. So, but like I said, I got my fair weather fans that come through here all the time. It's fair weather. I call fair weather because sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't. Boy, you let them lose and get shellacked. Oh, they cricket. I'm tagging them in post. Hey, where you at? Okay, point in case. And I'm going to jump on the Steelers here for a second. Any of my Steelers fans in here? Any Steelers fans? Let me jump to the Steelers here for a second. As much as I love the rivalry between the Steelers, when it's football season, we all know what it is. It's war. Plain and simple. It's war between the Ravens and the Steelers fans. War. I even went into Pittsburgh. Plenty of times going into Pittsburgh, and I'm wearing my Ravens stuff. And for all you Pittsburgh fans that may be hearing, I went through the airport and took a picture in front of Franco Harris with a lot of Ravens stuff on. Yes, I'm that guy, okay? I'm that guy. I'm telling you, it's football season. It is war. When football season is over, hey, we all friends again. And I love that we're all friends again. We're all friends outside of this, regardless. But this is what we love.
Yes.
The rivalry that we have. Yeah. Was I upset that we lost that first game? Yeah. Well, we can't win a game with everybody dropping the ball, even including the coach. Everybody dropping the ball.
Right.
And they got the momentum up there. But we got one more game with them at the end of the season. Hey, we'll see what happens. And I took that bet. And if I lose that bet, guess what? I got to wear that brown bag over my head for the show. I love it. Makes me no difference. Again, it's fun. It's entertaining for me. But Green Bay, y'all let me down because ain't no way in hell y'all should have lost that damn game. And I'm just like, y'all just let the Steelers just do whatever they want. And you remember those screenshots I sent you from that delusional room that I'm in with those guys, and
Yes.
talk about Kenny Pickett is the greatest quarterback ever. I don't even want to say nothing. I'll let you respond to that. How about that? You go, you go ahead and respond to that
Okay,
one.
so
Them,
let me get this straight, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Guys, this is yet another game that the Steelers were outgained, and they still won.
They still won.
I literally, I'm lost for words. I really am. They're 6-3, and they're playing like the Jets. Like it's just insane. I don't understand what to make of them. Kenny Pickett is apparently the savior of Pittsburgh. I don't see it. The man has 13 wins, 13 touchdowns, and I don't ask me how I remember this. 13 wins now, 13 touchdowns, and he was ranked 13th back in high school. So it seems like the lucky number is 13 when it comes to Kenny Pickett. Congratulations, whoop-de-doo, da day. It wouldn't surprise me if his QBR rating from the last week and a half or so was 13. Because outside of the fourth quarter, that's really how bad it gets. Okay, so it's abysmal talking about them because it don't make sense. And you know what's crazy? As much as I can't stand talking about them, and I'm not even in the conference, I'm not in the division. Mike Tomlin, I say this every year, but man, if this ain't a representation of him being in the Coach of the Year conversation, I don't know what does. I really don't.
You have to give it to him.
I really don't.
Finding a way to win.
In the conversation. I'm not saying
you have to give it to him,
but he got to be in the finalists because there ain't no way that his side of the ball. That, mind you, we're in 2023. His side of the ball is supposed to be pretty much non-existent, okay? Passing teams are supposed to be threatening them, destroying them week in and week out. His side of the ball is winning them games. They're the reason why they're 6-3 right now. And I don't think a lot of coaches can say that they can do that. I really don't. And for Tomlin to do this year in and year out, it's getting a little bit aggravating, and it gets even more frustrating when I hear Steelers fans or aficionados say that Tomlin needs to be gone. I'm like, no, none of this is his fault. Y'all see what his side of the ball is doing. This ain't his fault. He can literally coach forever. He can literally coach until the day he dies. That's how great of a coach he is, okay? I don't care what anybody has to say. Mike Tomlin is that good of a coach. All right. That's not his side of the ball. Offense is not his side of the ball. And the fact that he has to be put on the hot seat practically every other year because the offense is not doing well is not fair to him. But with that being said, this is yet another game where, I'm going to say this again, the Steelers were outgained and still won.
And won the game. And won the game. What more can we say? What more can we say?
I'm speakless. Seriously.
What more can we say? And JB or Dante is not in here today. So they'll catch up later and then they'll comment.
Good. Good.
Oh my
I don't have the time. And my team's on a bye week. I don't have the time for this. Yeah, I'm on a bye week too. Jeez.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. All right. Let me go to the visiting home team. Commanders fans. Anyone? Any Commanders fans? You know something? I'm not even going to blame the Commanders for that loss.
That was a good game. That was a
great game.
Yeah.
Great game. And here's the thing. Everybody's talking about, oh, Sam Howell's a rookie. He's not playing like a rookie. He's not playing like a rookie.
It's his first year starting, but he's not a rookie. He ain't playing like it either.
He's not playing like a rookie. Sam
No.
Howell is doing his thing. The
Oh,
enemy is giving them the plays, and they are executing. It's just one little thing here, one little thing there. Now, good friend of mine, he did say this. Now, that helmet-to-helmet hit, and they ejected the Commanders player from the game.
Yeah.
He honestly believes that they did that intentionally to get him out the game because they didn't practice with the other guy on the squad. That's his belief. That's his things. He thinks that, hey, they took this guy out because we probably would have beat Seattle. Our defense was on them. We probably would have beat Seattle. But, I mean, you can't hit that dude helmet to helmet. The NFL is really serious about these type of hits.
Whoa, time out. I'm not letting that slide. I'm not letting that
don't let it slide. You ain't got to let it slide. I'm saying that's his belief.
Okay. Because I was going to say, he doesn't do that if Geno don't throw that pass. He knows not to throw that pass. He knows not to throw that. Tyler Lockett is what? My size. He's like 5'10". He's no taller than me. If I were to be throwing that ball and I got a guy that's 6'1" and a guy that's 5'11" getting ready to collide with me at the same time at full speed, what do you think is supposed to happen? Don't throw me that ball. It's a hospital hit. That's not his fault. It's not his fault at all. Geno should be ejected. That was Geno's fault. Geno should have been ejected for that.
Oh, he should have been ejected because he threw the ball?
Yeah. What? You know. Everybody and that grandmother knows you do not throw that pass. I don't care what pressure you are. You take the sack. You throw the ball out of bounds. You throw it somewhere else. But one thing you're not going to do is put your teammate in harm's way by throwing it in a colliding coverage. That's what I call it. I call it colliding coverage. Because you got one guy coming this way, and you got one guy going the other way, and all you're going to see is this. Boom, car crash. You going to throw that? That's not his fault for the helmet-to-helmet hit. Where else was he going to hit? What was he going to do?
Listen, yeah, it hit him right. Hit him right out the game. Because when he laid that hit, I said, oh, here's the personal foul. Now up, ejection. New York was like, nope, send him out of here.
Like, what else was he supposed to do? How else was he supposed to hit him? How?
But here's my thing. I thought the Seahawks was going to blow them out. I actually thought that. I said they was mad what happened with the Reds. I thought that the Seahawks would have blew them out. And they didn't.
I didn't.
That game went down to a field goal. That's
it.
Yeah. A field goal. And I was like, wow. And the Commanders came back on them. I'm like, ooh, they might pull this game out. And a field goal decides that game. But none of my visiting home team fans in here. See, I told you, they don't show up. I told you. Teams lose, they be scared. They wait till I go off the air, then they comment. Hey, listen. This is all fun and games and love. I love you all. But at the same time, I'm going to give you the business. I want you to give me the business about the Ravens. I don't care. Come on. Give me the business just like I give you all the business. And then I was debating with some of them today. I was debating with a guy today, one of my coworkers. And I was saying, what your Commanders going to do? He said, well, your Ravens lost. I said, yeah, we did. I said, and he was trying to blame Lamar. I said, you can't blame Lamar for that. You can't blame Lamar for that. Lamar did his thing. Right. I said, just because his performance numbers wasn't up to where people think his numbers should be, he should have had this many passing. He should have did this. He did enough to get the Ravens offense to what they needed. That's all you need to do. You don't have to have 300-400 yards passing. As long as you do enough to get your team to where they are, that's all you need.
Yeah.
That's all you need. So he was getting on me about that. I disagree. I don't know if he's listening or not, but I told him tune in. But I told him, I said, hey, listen, man. I said, the Commanders, they just need to get themselves together. I said, you get a couple more pieces on your offensive line and get one more receiver. I said, y'all probably be good. One more receiver.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Get one true threat receiver. Washington going to be lighting them up.
Yeah.
Because Sam Howell can get you the ball.
Yep.
He can get you the ball. So I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. I say, hey, listen, y'all have had some very, very close games that y'all probably could have won.
Mm-hmm.
Probably could have won. Now, here's the part that I'm going to laugh about. when they go down to Dallas, if they beat Dallas, I'm going to laugh. I'm going to clown.
Man.
I'm going to do every. If they beat that, I'm going. Oh man, the slurring and trash talk will begin with me, especially with these fans up here. Okay, they're probably gonna be hiding from it. Don't hide, because I got some receipts. I got plenty of receipts.
Right.
I got plenty of receipts. So. You want to go to your boy? You want to go to your boy Dobbs? You want to go to your boy Dobbs?
Yes. Yes.
Go to your boy Dobbs. Go to your boy Dobbs.
I need everybody in the comments to put the Pastronaut in the comment section, because the Pastronaut was added again. Oh my word. So in the Chronicles of Joshua Dobbs, see, last week he just joined the team. Okay. Last week he finally touched the field on a new team where he didn't know anybody and won. Okay. And played great. Okay. That was the Chronicles of Joshua Dobbs week 1. Week 2, okay, we got the cameras caught on him. He walks into the arena. He don't even know where the home team's locker room is at. I mean, this is insane. You don't know nothing that's going on in Minnesota right now. Okay? Boom. Shows up there. And the first half ends 27-3. Minnesota over New Orleans. I took a look at that score and I said, okay, what's going on? What is, and I was getting kerfuffled because I had the Saints defense on my fantasy team for this week. And so the Saints are on pace to finish the season with more arrests than
wins.
Oh my God. Oh. You know what? And we're gonna have a discussion about Derek Carr in a second in regards to that. But I'm gonna finish the Dobbs Chronicles real fast, okay? So boom, 27-3 going to halftime. And one of those drives, there was and they NFL Films did they had a clip of watching the head coach, because he calls the plays, right? And so calls the plays. This was on the scramble touchdown that Dobbs had. So you had the camera on the head coach, and boom, the play starts. Boom, Dobbs dropping back. Okay, he looking, he runs, and you see the head coach on the bottom of the screen just looking like, what is he doing? And he doesn't say anything. So he's sitting there like, okay, this is not what we dialed up. You start seeing Dobbs go over here and go all the way around and do a swirl around, turn right back around, evade, then dismiss, and then a juke. And next thing you know, he goes to the sideline, touchdown. And then, you know what? The head coach pulled a Steve Kerr. He just sat up there. He saw him score and was just like,
touchdown.
Good job, man.
Touchdown. We made it.
I don't know how this happened, but I mean, Dobbs is playing out of his mind, man. And the Vikings don't look now, but boy, oh boy, do they feel like a playoff team. And oh, by the way, they're getting Justin Jefferson back pretty soon. And Josh Dobbs is doing this without him. I can only imagine what's going to happen when he gets on the field. It's going to be insane. The defense is playing well. It's ridiculous what Minnesota's doing right now. And oh, by the way, another person that needs to be in consideration for Coach of the Year with all that's been going on in Minnesota, Kevin O'Connell, man. Like, if your starting quarterback goes out for the year, you start out 1-4. It's supposed to be the end of the season. Like, that's what we all were saying. It was like, all right, season's over. This is it. Torn Achilles, that's it. Team ain't doing nothing. Then they get Josh Dobbs at the trade deadline, and they're doing this. It makes no sense. They're 5-0. They're 5-0 since Justin Jefferson's been out, and all this has gone on. It's insane.
Sounds like that train is coming down the tracks and no one's expecting it. It's just with Houston. Train going down the track and no one's expecting it.
Man.
Hey, we're blowing the horn. You're not hearing it.
Go! Go! Go!
Oh my goodness. I tell you just like this. at the way the Vikings are going and the way Houston is going, there's going to be some sleepers. Sleepers come playoff time. Remember,
Yeah.
7 slots. So
Yep.
we'll see what happens. We will see
Yep.
what happens. You know something?
Yep.
All these other mediocre games, I ain't even talking about it.
Thank you.
But the Dirty Birds let me down.
Can we please fire Arthur Smith already? Can we fire him, please?
How you let the 1-7 Cardinals beat you? I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Fire
I'm gonna
Arthur
just leave
Smith
it at that.
now. Fire him now. What are we doing? Fire him.
I'm just gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that be, and I'm gonna leave these other games to be. But the last one we're gonna talk about, which game should have been on television, that should have been the game of the week.
Yeah,
it should have been the game of the year.
Yeah,
because the Chargers and the Lions put on a show.
Woo, baby,
put on a show. That game should have been televised, not these shellackins. They should have been televised. That game should have been the game of the week. The game of the week.
Absolutely.
Because when you thought one was going to do something, the other returned the favor. And I was just like, I keep telling people, I said, Detroit is the real deal. Detroit's the real deal. You know, even the guy on the YouTube page, I haven't caught back up with him yet. Okay. But I'm going to have to go back on his page. But yeah, Detroit is doing their thing. It's just like we talked about Houston doing their thing. Now the Dobbs is up in Minnesota. They're doing their thing. Things are just starting to turn around. You just don't know week to week what's going to go on with the NFL. But like I said, Detroit is just doing their doggone thing. Now, they have a reputation for seeming to be losing on Thanksgiving. I don't think they're going to lose this Thanksgiving.
No. Who they play?
I got to check.
Does anybody know?
I don't think they're going to lose this Thanksgiving because they have a knack for seeming to lose on Thanksgiving. They're not going to lose this Thanksgiving.
These are not the same old Lions, y'all. This is not the same old Lions. They're winning.
No. This is a different Detroit team. Anytime their home games are completely sold out through the whole season, all of them tickets are sold out because they know their team is going to come to play. They know Dan Campbell has got them boys on fire. Dan Campbell has them boys on fire.
I would take it a step further, man. Top 5 offense and a underrated defense. Like, it's not one of those things where it's like, oh, the offense is great, but defense is Nah. This defense can play too now.
Yes.
Aiden Hutchinson can get after your quarterback. They got a secondary that can pick you off. Like, it's man, they play great complementary football. And I feel like as much as I've been a nice guy for so long, I feel like this show has been nothing but getting coaches fired and talking about coaches getting fired. Brandon Staley needs to go.
He needs to go.
Oh my word. He needs to go now. Your defense. See, this is the difference between Mike Tomlin and Brandon Staley. They both are in charge of their side of the football.
Yes.
Why is it that one guy can withhold an offense from not getting to the end zone consistently, and the other one that has one of the the highest paid defenses in the league and can't stop a single thing? Can't stop a cold. Can't stop a toddler walking down the sideline. Can't stop grandma walking across the street. Can't stop a cold. Can't stop nobody.
Can't stop anyone.
You gave up 538 yards to them and gave up 41 points? Really? And he still has a job? Serious?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He still has a job. That's insane.
Because they walked. Detroit walked up and down the field. Said, oh, you scored? We're going to score too. We're going to show you how to do this.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you scored again? We got you. We're going to answer that. Okay. Oh, you scored one more time? Yeah. We're going to do this again. What you think? You think we some punks? Oh, okay. Another touchdown. What you going to do? Couldn't stop them. Like you said, couldn't stop a cold. Couldn't stop They couldn't. You know something? They couldn't even stop the cart going across the parking lot. They couldn't
Nope.
stop that.
Nope.
Couldn't stop anything.
No. Hey, look, if there was a turtle on the field, the turtle was going to get a touchdown. That's how bad
absolutely.
the Chargers defense is right now. I mean, my God. I don't get it. Derwin James right now is playing like he don't deserve the contract that he got right now, if we're being completely honest. That's how he's playing, okay? How do you have a front seven that involves a Bosa, being Joey, and
Right.
Khalil Mack, and you don't sack the quarterback
You
more
don't
than
sack the
2
quarterback
times?
not once. Not once.
Are you kidding me? That's insane. And I love the Lions' offensive line. Don't get me wrong. I really do. But I just watched the Ravens get past this offensive line like it was a turnstile at
Like
Metro.
it was nothing. Like it was nothing.
I just saw
They
them
beat Jared Goff up.
I saw them get turned into turnstiles like they're a bunch of matadors with the Bulls. I just saw that 2 weeks ago. Now Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa can't get a sack.
Can't get a
Not one
sack.
time.
Not one. Not one. Not at all.
Brandon Staley's fired. He gotta be fired. I don't know how he still has a job after this. How?
I do. I do.
For what?
It was just one game. We're gonna be all right on the next game.
So just so I make this profoundly clear. So Ken Dorsey loses his job.
Yeah.
And it's not his fault for 12 men on the field. But Brandon Staley, the head coach, Sean McDermott, the head coach that's in charge of their side of the ball, does the absolute worst. They keep their jobs.
They
Is
keep
that
their
what
jobs.
I'm seeing?
That's the most Buffaloist thing we've ever saw.
Oh my God.
That's the most Buffaloist thing we ever saw. I'm just waiting for the ride to come from up there. That's all. I'm just waiting for a ride.
I swear, I'm not the type of guy to be calling for people's jobs, but if that's your side of the ball, then your side of the ball needs to dominate or it needs to be good. It has to. Andy Reid has his job. You want to know why? Because whether you like it or not, Kansas City's offense is going to find a way to put points on the board, and they're going to get yards.
Absolutely.
Nick Sirianni has his job right now because his offense is going to put points on the board week in and week out. And he has a guaranteed play that's guaranteed a first down, depending on the situation. That's why they have a job. How is it that Brandon Staley gets to... you don't get any richer than this on defense. You don't. I think Joey Bosa's getting paid $25 million a year. Mack is getting paid 15. Derwin James is getting paid 25, somewhere in that range. 15, 25, somewhere in there. Like, this is an expensive defense. And you can't do nothing? Nothing.
Hey, I got my money. I'm just going to do the bare minimum. Haven't we seen that with certain teams? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Haven't we seen that with certain teams? I'm just saying.
I'm Mr. Krabs. For those of you that didn't watch SpongeBob because y'all are probably too old, that's fine. There is a classic episode where Mr. Krabs is playing the small violin as someone was talking. I'm playing the small violin for Chargers fans because they just can't catch a break. If it's not injuries, it's coaching. If it's not coaching, it's injuries. If it's not injuries, it's the Chargers finding a way to lose. It's a somber song every single year. And it's only them. Yep. So I'm playing the small violin right now. Y'all can't see it right now because the fingers are too small, but you get the idea. My God, man, I feel bad for them. I feel bad for that fan base, man. I really do.
Yeah. But it is what it is. Well, we're gonna wind the show down. Yeah, we're gonna wind the show down. We appreciate all the comments like we always do. I don't think we got too many people. I think they popping in, popping out. So I'll give a mug away next week. Because again, I like giving away on Tuesdays instead of Wednesdays. So I'll give a mug away next week. And if y'all missed it, again, I will show you the mug. It's free. Give it away. DK and Tree. It's the Brown Bag Award winner mug. Give it away. I'll give it away on every show. I'll give you one next week. We're gonna calm this down because I got to do this prediction Wednesday, and we'll see what happens. And again, is Kelsey still in here? I don't think Kelsey. I think she might have went out because I wanted to bring her in real fast because I know that y'all two about to battle this week because the Chiefs and the Eagles are about to play on Monday night. So the trash talk is about to start. But like I said, man, if Taylor Swift come, I think y'all might be in trouble.
Oh, I know we are. There ain't no might. We will be.
If Taylor Swift comes, I think y'all in trouble.
Travis Kelce about to have 2,000 yards on us.
2,000 yards?
Yes. He's about to break the record himself in one game.
Right.
Let's just not have Taylor show up, please.
Yeah. Taylor gonna get sick. Taylor gotta get sick. She can't show up to the game.
She got
a concert everyone.
To do. She got a concert.
We are going to sign off. We thank y'all again. We'll be here on Tuesday. I will definitely be here next Tuesday. We don't have anything on the schedule. I don't have anything to do on Tuesday. So next Tuesday we'll be here. We'll do that week 11 review. And for everyone that may have missed this or may have came through or may have said this, I just got one thing to say before I leave. Go Ravens. That's what I got to say. Especially you Steelers fans. Go Ravens.